Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is me, XFLG.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
And I'm joined by the man himself. He's back. Erik is back. Uncle Rico is back.
Whoa.
What's up, everybody? NASCAR, yes. I hit the sun today. The sun hit me pretty hard. It hit back.
Like, I'm worried about you, big guy. Like,
oh, Erik, it's fine. It's just a little redness.
so
I look disgusting. I look like I actually took like a flamethrower to the face.
did you just not believe in sunscreen?
Up until today, I haven't needed it. I've been in the sun all day working on stuff this entire summer, and I've had it's been kind of red some days. It hasn't been this.
You look like you took a red marker to it.
But it looked like under here, I'm fine. It's fine. If I do the show like this, it'll work.
Think of the tan line you're gonna have if you shave your mustache.
I mean, I already have the little binocular thing going on.
Jesus.
Shout out Just Plain Joey rocking the CFL logo in the chat. It is time to discuss CFL. Erik, this is Labor Day Classics week, and what better way to celebrate classics than with Royal Retros? Their one-stop shop, the best shop on the market for the best merch in the game from teams that you love that may or may not exist anymore. From the Seattle Supersonics all the way to the Tampa Bay Bandits, you can find it all over at Royal Retros. And when you go there, use promo code SPRINGFEVER, all one word, all caps, for 10% off at checkout. Yes, I am red. Yes. I'm very red. I can't wait till that's all anyone talks about today and tomorrow for the college football tailgate episode.
I mean,
It's bad.
It's the worst sunburn I've ever seen in my life.
It's a really bad sunburn. Erik, you haven't been here. I assume you have been very busy doing important Uncle Rico business. I assume also you have not kept up with the CFL.
I know nothing, dude. I know absolutely.
The big stories are BC and Saskatchewan they've lost 5 in a row, I believe. Both of them. They're on a crazy. Saskatchewan worse so because these are all one-score games, and we'll definitely get into Saskatchewan versus Toronto. But also 2 new quarterbacks, quote unquote new, are in the running. BC Nathan Rourke is back.
Ooh.
So they got Nathan Rourke back. He hasn't looked great his first 2 starts, but he's also been playing NFL camp for a while.
Is what's his face hurt?
Vernon Adams has been injured. I'm very intrigued to see what the Lions do when Vernon Adams comes back because he was playing out of his mind.
I just gotta tell him peace out. Sorry, kid.
Well, Nathan Rourke hasn't looked great. He's looked fine, and at moments he looks stellar. But I think obviously for the last year and a half, 2 years, he's been trying out for the NFL, playing an NFL system. It might take a little bit to get back into the CFL rhythm.
Okay.
And then last week, one Chad Kelly made his debut for the Toronto Argonauts.
Chad Money Kelly. Okay.
Yeah. Erik, NASCAR also chiming in. Erik, all you need to know is if two good teams are playing, they'll end up being more entertaining than NFL at times. Dude, I'll tell you this, the CFL has not lacked any entertainment. Starting off, we have the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking at the standings, dude. How about my call in Ottawa, man?
Dude, how about your call in Ottawa? They're easily the second best team. Look at the standings in the West, though. 3 teams at 5 wins.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of flipped. Remember last year the East was really weak?
Yep.
And look at Winnipeg just trucking along under the radar.
Guess what, though? I'm sitting on a ticket, Erik. I made it, I believe, when you were here, but I might have made it when you were gone. I'm sitting on an Edmonton 500-1 ticket.
Okay.
500-1. They got knocked off their winning streak. Trey Ford's been hurt for the last 2 weeks, but I think he's going to be back soon. They've looked good, though.
Okay. All right.
Looking back to exactly last week, we had Saskatchewan 19, Toronto 20. Eric, if you would have been watching this game, you would have seen a rouge ending. So terrible clock management at the end of the game for Saskatchewan. But what happens? Toronto lines up, 0 time left on the clock. It's tied 19-19. They kick the field goal. They miss the field goal, but it goes out of the end zone, resulting in a rouge. Toronto gets 1 point and wins by 1.
Okay.
It's a beautiful CFL style.
Beautiful.
I love the rouge. It's so fun. It's so entertaining. Hamilton 23, Winnipeg 26. This was kind of a Hamilton. Hamilton was in this one late. Winnipeg's defense and special teams really saved him here because Zach Collaros, I believe, had 3 or 4 interceptions.
I mean, Hamilton, dude. WTF.
They stink. They stink, Eric. Tim White went off this game, though. And Winnipeg will rely on their defense special teams if Zach Collaros in this offense. A, injuries don't get better, and B, Zach Collaros just needs to kind of improve. He has not looked like he's looked in these previous years. He looks rough this year. BC 27, your Ottawa Red Blacks 34. Ottawa's just a good fucking team, dude. And BC, by the way, I don't believe has won a game since week 7. Nope. Yeah, week 6 was their last win. It's been 7 weeks since the last BC Lions victory.
Wow. That's a long effing time, my friend.
Yeah, it was the 2nd week of July.
God, dude. Think about what was going on the 2nd week in July, man. You weren't sunburned.
I wasn't even living with my girlfriend at the time. I wasn't here.
Place.
How about your Red Blacks, though?
I mean, dude, they're great defense. I mean, they're getting quarterback play now.
Yeah, Drew Brown's really good, and they got Masoli back. And even Crum has been, good in spots.
I mean, you can't say what you want to say, man. They're in a great position.
And then we had Edmonton 17, Montreal Alouettes 21. Banger game. Back and forth. It really just became an Edmonton second half collapse. Cody Fajardo finding himself in the second half. Went off, looked really, really good. Montreal's just the best. They are the best team in the league right now. They're the ones playing the cleanest. They're the ones playing the best. Edmonton, no Trey Ford, but guess what? McLeod Bethel-Thompson didn't lose you this game, even though it just felt like their offense and everything as a whole in the second half just fell apart and shut down.
I mean, they're just brutal, man. They're just absolutely brutal.
Well, Eric, they are coming off of a 3-game winning streak.
Hamilton?
No, Edmonton.
Edmonton, sorry. I thought you were talking about Hamilton, my bad.
No, the Elks.
My fault.
Now, Eric, we look to the future. This is week 13. This is the Labor Day Classics of the CFL. Rivalry week, as we like to call it. We have a great lineup for the people. NASCAR asks, when are we talking NFL week 1? Not on Spring Fever, we're not. Never. You tune into the gymnasium. We'll probably talk on it there, but not on Spring Fever. Eric, August 31st at 4 p.m. God's time Central. Ottawa Red Blacks take on the BC Lions in BC. A rematch of last week. The Lions are 3-point home favorites here, plus 140 on the money line for the Red Blacks with the total set at 51.
Seems like a trap. They're trying to get people to take the Ottawa Red Blacks. I'll take BC minus the points.
I will just take the normal with the BC Lions. I will take the over 51. BC's defense is not good. It's been kind of crumbling. And I expect their offense to just continually improve. Nathan Rourke's 3rd start since being back, I expect him to be better. I agree with NASCAR's take here. We do need a rivalry week in every football league.
Don't they kind of have that in the NFL, not NFL, college?
Well, college has rivalry week, but does
NFL? Yeah, it does. It's the 2nd week in November.
Okay. I dig it. The first day of September, Eric, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. It is the Banjo Bowl. The Riders are that's what it's called. I don't give a fuck what you say. The Rough Riders are 2-point home favorites. Over under is 47.5 plus 120 on the money line for the Bombers. The Riders last year got their dub. First dub in a while for them. This game's always tight, always fun. You take anything here, Eric?
No. Nothing. I want nothing, Jimbo.
So my thinking right now is kind of how you were thinking about the Ottawa BC game. Is they're begging you to take Winnipeg here. Winnipeg's defense and like they've just been on fire. I'm going to take the Rough Riders -2.
Okay.
They're like begging you to take Winnipeg here. Saskatchewan's on like a 4-game slide. All their losses have been like by 1 point in crazy fashion. Give me the Rough Riders here -2.
Okay.
September 2nd, Toronto Argonauts versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Argos are 5.5-point road favorites in Hamilton. The over-under is 52.5 plus 200 on the money line for the Ticats. This one's tough. Hamilton, like, very easily could have won last week.
Toronto's coming off a game they shouldn't have won. They have Ottawa on deck. Hamilton, this is probably one of the few games they're going to get up for because it's a rival. I'll do it. I'll take the Tiger Cats.
I will also take the Ticats plus the 5.5.
I'll do it. I'm on it.
Last game of the weekend, Eric. Edmonton, Calgary. The Elks are a 3-point road dog. The Stampeders are a 3-point home favorite. Over under is 51.5 plus 135 on the money line for Edmonton.
I'm doing nothing here, my friend.
I will do my classic bet. Give me the Elks money line first half plus 110.
What about Ford? What's going on with Ford?
I think he's still hurt.
And who's is
McLeod Bethel Thompson? He's looked good, dude. He's looked good. Let me see if I could see any other. If there's any others. So the last update I see. 2-game. Let's get the. Trying to see. It's unclear whether Canadian quarterback Trey Ford will return this week after missing the team's past 2 games with a ribs injury.
Okay.
He's been limited at last week's practice. They're probably not. I don't know if they're going to play him. I still think the Elks can win this one, though.
You're a believer?
Yep, I'm going to take them first half plus the 110. And you know what? Full game plus 135. Why not? It's Labor Day Classics. Live a little, people.
Jim.
Live a little.
Jim's a believer, dude.
I am a believer. Eric, I'm also a believer in a sick DraftKings lineup. You ready to get back in the game, in the DraftKings game, dude, Uncle Rico?
Been a fucking minute, man. It's been a fucking minute. Let me pull these up.
Pull it up, baby. Pull it up.
I always get confused, dude. At times like this, it makes me appreciate what the UFL had with their stats.
Oh, the stats for the CFL are a mess. They're an absolute mess.
How's Shane Patterson been doing, dude?
He hasn't been playing, dude. They got Trevor Harris back.
Yeah.
He looks good, though. He looked pretty good his last game.
They
got Trevor Harris back, so he's not in.
All right, so is Vernon Adams definitely not playing?
I mean, there's not a Vernon Adams CFL. Let's see. Play question mark. Will let's see. Okay, so Lions face possible QB controversy with returning Adams. So maybe.
Okay. All right, so let's do this. Quarterback. You can pick from the Winnipeg quarterback or the Calgary quarterback. Who do you want?
Oh, Winnipeg or Cal? Oh, do we want to risk it with Jake Mayer?
Edmonton D is not that good, man.
I know. Let's risk it with Jake Mayer. Good Jake Mayer game. Edmonton's D sucks.
All right.
Okay, what's next?
All right. So then I want to pair him with a wide receiver.
Okay, so you want to get a Calgary wide receiver?
Yep.
God, I feel like you have to do Bagleton almost.
Okay, put him in here now.
Okay, we got Bagleton.
No, I want not Edmonton, excuse me, a Winnipeg wide receiver.
Winnipeg wide receiver. We either go Dembski or Wilson. I think we go Wilson.
Okay, go Wilson. I
We're going
want
to be keying in on Dembski.
an Edmonton running back.
Oh, dude. This is tough. Rankin went off last time. Leak is hurt. Let's go Rankin again. Brown. How do you do? Yeah. Let's do Rankin. Okay. You got two flexes in a defense, Eric.
I want a Ottawa wide receiver.
Okay. I don't want to spend up for Hardy. Fulton's hurt. Let's go Deadman. Cheap. Okay.
How much money we got left?
17,500. 17,500.
Okay, so that means we got some wiggle room here.
Actually, if we actually do go the real Ottawa, like number one guy, if we go Hardy, that still leaves us with 9,500. So if we go defense, Red Blacks defense gives us 5,800, Eric.
We're gonna go with the Red Blacks defense.
Which defense were you feeling?
I want a defense in the Toronto Hamilton game.
Ooh. We'll go Toronto then. 5,300 is what we're left with.
All right. Is there a BC wide receiver for 5,300? Not BC. I'm not BC. I apologize.
What team?
I apologize. I am looking for a. Actually, what's a Toronto wide receiver that had a good game?
Janarian Grant will probably have a good game. And he's exactly 5,300.
Boom.
Okay, so our lineup is this: Jake Mayer, Justin Rankin, Reggie Bagleton, Ontario Wilson, Justin Hardy, Janarian Grant, and the Toronto Argonauts defense.
Oof. Oof. Boom.
Eric,
Wham. Bam.
I'm looking forward to a great Labor Day Classics weekend. I'm looking forward to a fun, entertaining time. I'm looking forward to talking about it with you next week, and I'm looking forward to going to Royal Retros and using promo code Spring Fever as everyone else should. Eric, where can the people find you?
At ETOF21 Sports across all social media.
And you can find me at XFL Gym everywhere. Eric, any parting words for the people?
No, hopefully we can make you guys some money.
Damn right, son. This has been Spring Fever. We appreciate everyone. We love you, and we'll see you.